Oh, and we're live. I was going to do a preview from another show I have set up, but instead, you have to do it here. How's it going, Alonzo?
Hey Tony, how are you?
I'm alright. It'd be better if I could do the
I think
preview I
you're
had.
on mute.
Can you hear me now? No. What about now, Alonzo? Can you not hear me?
You okay, Tony?
Yeah, I'm alright. It'd been better if I could launch from the preview show that I had planned to launch from.
Tony, I still can't hear
It's
you.
okay.
Sorry, I was on mute, Tony. my my laptop was on mute. Sorry.
Well, as
How's
I originally tried to say, I had the preview set up on a different channel, and that won't let that one go live. So
so I forgot I had it on mute the other day,
yeah,
and my laptop doesn't automatically unmute itself. Sorry, Tony. How are you?
I'm all right. Like I said, I'd rather been doing this from a preview show I had.
Are you looking forward to today's game between Oklahoma and UT?
Uh, I always look forward to it. I'll probably be asleep because I haven't slept any. But here's the main poster they had. Here's this outside the stadium
It's pretty cool.
or arena. Here's
What is it
another.
called?
Here's another look at it. Whatever it says there, Alonzo.
RAC Arena.
Yeah, it's basically a. I think it's where they have Australian Open at maybe. It's like a. They play tennis inside of it, and you can tell by the layout of it.
In basketball.
And basketball there. There's our evening shot. There's one of our best night shots.
Right.
Getting some better night shots if you're actually watching the preview show that's on right now.
Family Tree.
I seen some on there earlier. Here's the card. So get into a match because they wanted to have AJ Styles versus John Cena. No other reasoning behind it.
Was
I
it?
did I did forget to test this out. Do you like this better, Alonzo? Or do you like this better?
That's fine.
Which one do you like better?
Deal.
Clear or the yellow? I'll do yellow then.
So, I don't have an issue with this match only because I think there's a mutual respect between the two. I think AJ Styles is probably on the downside of his career, maybe. So I'm okay with this. It'll be a good match from what
Yeah,
AJ
because
Styles had said.
he said it a couple of times this year, and I think he said it again this week. AJ Styles saying next year will be his last year, so hopefully no grand tour for AJ Styles. Don't want to see that. Give him a few good matches and move on. I think he still plans to work for the company. I just don't think he wants to do this every day.
Yeah, he's getting older
Eh,
now, so kind of makes
I
sense.
mean, he's basically not used on camera, so you might as well work behind the scenes and do that stuff.
Yeah, he still gets to be pop,
Yeah,
so
yeah. I'm not sure how the crowd will react to this one. They'll probably love it because they're Australians and starved for wrestling. But
probably say good, mate.
maybe they'll be boxing kangaroos or something. You know.
Yeah, some wallabies. Or Nicole Kevin will pop up somewhere. Remember back when we on Coffee Tony again?
Okay. Sorry, folks. So loading up what when I go live on other things, so I'll try to have the same images back.
So did you watch that game last night between the Tigers and Mariners?
Nope, I did not.
It lasted the 15th inning. It was a good game, dude.
Hey, look. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Hey, Tony.
Alonzo, sorry, I was just adding with stuff that didn't come up when I wanted it to, so. I'll be there just a second.
So this is next weekend, right?
What's next weekend?
I'm off next Sunday, Tony. No, I'm not. I'm off on Sunday.
It's 2 weeks until Halloween Havoc. That one. One second, Alonzo. I'll be done here.
Take your time, Tony.
Okay, so let's go back to the main card here. So, who do you think will win this one? Almost has to be Cena, doesn't it?
You would think so. But whatever happens, I'm sure it'll be a good match. Like they had, like AJ Styles had said. I don't mind whoever wins. To be honest, Tony. I think AJ Styles will.
We lost Alonzo. What else did I go wrong during this preview? We'll wait for Alonzo to pop back up.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good match, and I think John Cena will win. But that's not back for trying.
And here's a match of this champion versus champion.
See, I hate this match.
Cody's 3-0 versus Rollins. Kind of funny. Only faced each other that few amount of times. But I kind of think Rollins will win. We know audience will be going Cody Rhodes. You know how it goes. But
20 Turner. Right. I mean, I hope Clay wins because Seth Rollins to me. I just can't stand him, man.
I still get yours and Russ's problem with him. It's like he makes sure if somebody gets hurt, he keeps working. His wife's the same way. Got a wrestling school. doesn't like with people showing up just to earn a paycheck, which I don't blame him on that.
Who's that? Rollins?
Yeah. Any more thoughts on this one before we move on?
Yeah, I still think, you know, um, Seth Rollins, I don't know, doesn't really deserve the belt. I think these matches, anytime he's champion versus champion, at that point, it is what it is. It's just fighting
Did
for a bigger championship.
did you see the elaborate video of them getting the Crown Jewel belt from Saudi Arabia and shipping them to Australia?
No.
It's on WWE X if you want, and I'm sure it's somewhere on their regular website if you don't want to go to X. But it's like, oh, that's where some of that WrestleMania monies went.
I mean, it's a cool looking belt, right? I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's very colorful. But
Then they give a ring as well. This one I have no idea what style of match we'll get. Don't know how many double kisses we'll get or prettiest moonsaults ever, but we'll get those.
oh,
And
this
we'll
is
get
your
eye
dream match, right,
candy.
Tony? And this is your dream match, right, Tony?
No, my match is the last match, but
What? Oh, the Draft Sisters versus Io Sky and
yeah,
Ripley.
the Orient Express, also known as Kabuki Warriors.
AKA Draft Sisters.
You
um,
said it this time, Alonzo.
right. So, because you said it all the time, and it's joking, Tony. This match, I don't know, man. Like, my thoughts on Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah,
Um, I
but
think,
I don't see your problem with her because she's originally meant to go straight to the main
you
card. Uh, I, I, I don't think this one can beat their last match. So
Vaquer and Tiffany time.
no, I'm talking about Rollins. Or not Rollins, but Roman
Tony,
Bronson
so
Reed.
the Tiffany time versus Stephanie Vaquer match, to me is very intriguing. However, I think these two young ladies have gotten really big pushes since they've been in the WWE. Um, I think if you look back maybe 10 years ago, yes, at least earlier than that, you can make the argument that that was frowned upon because they haven't earned their stripes, so to speak. So them being so young, it's not if you get Tilly Time came from main roster last year, right? So I came
Yeah.
from NXT last year, so I don't know, like I don't know if Triple H does this on purpose or what, but to me it seems like kind of too soon to have both of them have the belts too soon. Just like Julia. I don't know, but it's kind of different to me.
I don't know.
Or maybe it's just youth
They
movement.
they both can hold their own against anybody. Same with Roxanne Perez. She can hold their own. This one, we'll see. these two beat the shit out of each other. Don't care who wins. Not sure your thoughts.
Yeah, so I think that, again, why is Bronson really getting such a big push?
I think he's good. I think he's good on the mic. I think his injury happened at a bad time because that's back when Braun Breaker and him were doing all kinds of crazy shit, and I think that was pretty good.
I think why I'm frustrated is because are they blowing the national anthem?
Yeah,
Wow. Why?
don't know why
Anyway,
they're doing the
so
U.S. national anthem, but
so anyway, so I think Bronson Reed to me is very, very overrated. I think that on Raw he's being poured down our throats as far as viewership. Our viewers, I think him and Braun Breaker both are. I think every night you see them on Raw.
Braun, they dropped the breaker part.
Yeah,
They want
so
him not known as Braun. So we might get Braun Steiner. I don't know what we'll get.
but
I
yeah,
actually think Bronson Reed's better than Braun Breaker.
Bronson Reed to
And
me is that little splash move. It's so annoying to me.
and I'm looking forward to this because of all the Kairi we've heard the last 6 weeks of just Asuka making Kairi attack Io Sky. So be a good one there. All of them are good wrestlers. I think Kyrie's like knee injury being out 9 months really hurt her because she's a really good wrestler. She's better than Julia, which I think Julia's actually pretty good despite your thoughts of her getting early pushed. But thoughts on this before I go through other random shit real fast. On do.
Um, it's good to have Asuka and Kairi Zane back. I think that they're very talented. Um, when you kind of miss them together. I think Io Sky brings the best out of Rhea Ripley in their matches they had together. Um, I still think they both got robbed when Naomi won the belt. Like those matches are just so good, Um, and I think Naomi just ruined it. I think that the triple threat match between the three was just a bad idea. With that said, Tony, I think this is going to be the best match tonight. Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. Hey,
Hi,
Tom.
Tom.
Hello.
This meant to be in the preview show that kept fucking when it start. It's like
No problem. No problem.
your
Just
stream is
apologies.
unexpectedly stopped, and
No problem.
so
Apologies. I've
basically,
sent you a message asking for the link, but then I realised you had actually sent it above, so ignore that, Tony.
yeah, I was in the process of sending it to you, then I heard the
No problem. No problem.
pop up.
Uh,
But
how are you,
basically,
Mr.
Sammy's
Alonso?
I'm good, pal. Just, drinking my coffee and hanging out with you guys today, this morning.
Cool. Sorry, Tony.
Basically, Sami Zayn retained his title last week on SmackDown. He did the same last night. So this one, both the female matches were really good. Maxine Dupree probably had her best match. And the Bird Woman versus It's Perez.
Sorry, who?
It's Perez and Valkyrie. I want to call her Valkyrie because she's so into the birds instead of Valkyrie. Here's what I was telling you about Alonso. Them spending the WrestleMania money on this. It's so over elaborate.
Invasion.
Tom, you can take this one.
Well, obviously, it's not the invasion. It's supposed to be. But obviously, because of real-life political reasons and potential upset, they changed the name to Showdown. Much less cool. Much. They might as well have just called it NXT on Tuesday. I was hoping I'd have thought a more clever name, but after about 8 seconds, like, no, you haven't thought of one, so just call it the day it's on. But yeah, basically, NXT, under Survivor Series rules, apparently, well, not apparently, it was, my favourite part of all this is the fact that all the NXT, the TNA team, all work for NXT. So basically, apart from on the men, not on the men's team, but on the women's, they're all ex-NXT, which basically means it's not really an invasion or a showdown, is it? It is actually a showdown. I've talked myself into being wrong. But, so obviously,
the only invasion was the leader of Team TNA.
Yep. I want to know how the leader of the women's TNA team works for NXT, and I'll say this till the day I die. Even in 40 years' time, if I ever look back at this episode of NXT, I'll go, why is she the team captain?
Is she because she's a heel, Tom?
But she's not a heel.
Oh wow!
It's the thing. She's a babyface.
Oh.
Well, to be fair, they don't really know what she is because I think she's gone heel and face more times than the Big Show.
You're right, Tom. That's pretty funny.
Also, just congratulations to the Hardy Boys on winning the NXT Tag Team Championship to add to their collection. But it will almost certainly end up on what I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, tomorrow night. They are now wrestling the Dudley Boys, Team 3D in their TNA name.
Is that because of copyright reasons, Tom? They can't use Dudley Boys?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. When he turns up in WWE, he's Bubba Ray Dudley, to which I'm like, no, you should still call him Bully Ray, because that's his best gimmick.
Yeah.
It just is his best gimmick. Like, even if it happened in TNA, it's just the best one. But obviously, congratulations to them. Unfortunately for the Dark State, but hopefully they'll go back to the gutter. They'll win the belts back in about 2 weeks, but it's not the point. Anyway, so obviously Ethan Page wrestled Mustafa Ali in what was, I thought it was quite good for NXT on TV. It was fine.
Yeah.
But Ethan Page retained. Not bad. It was fine. Because, again, you can't take the belt off him because they've gone to the trouble of giving him his own fucking belt for his country.
That's American.
Why would you go to that expense? Sorry, Lonzo.
Isn't that American belt, right, Tom?
It is the North American belt, but low key it's the Canadian Championship now. It's not. They're calling it the North American. Hey, Russ. That's a reminder to get the chat up. You alive, Russ? But I don't know why I said, "Are you alive for us?" when he messaged her ostensibly is, but you know what I mean.
Well, I guess there's so
Out of
many
interest, gentlemen, what is
WWE
where
in
you are?
every country. What?
Is it 6, 7 a.m. where you are?
Yeah,
7?
7:06.
Jesus Christ.
Tom, remember last year we did the
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. Holy shit, look at
Tom!
the beast.
To Tom,
Yes, sir.
did you explode in your pants when this happened?
All I will say is in the least gay way possible, not there's anything wrong with that. All I will say is the elastic on my underwear earned its money today when I saw that. But that's all. That's all.
They squared off on one of the NXT. They went on tour. Probably college towns. I'm not sure.
Well,
Sure,
I'll
they're
tell you
doing
what
small
happened, mate.
theaters.
The second you sent me that, I immediately went save picture and send it to Sam Greenwood because Sam Greenwood is a low-key Obafemi fan.
Yeah.
Very low-key, but he is. But obviously, he's also learned
AMK.
that not very
AMK.
good.
He's an AMK fan. African Murder
Yes.
King.
Yes, the African Murder King, correctly named. And yeah, he's basically like, why are they doing this? And I was like, in my opinion, just purely my opinion, they're putting it out there to test the waters. What would the internet reaction be? And in my opinion, the internet reaction, it will be similar to my reaction. I want to see this.
Tom,
The internet's elastic will expand.
Exactly. Sorry, Lonzo.
Was almost hurt?
I think he has been, but I don't know how long he's been injured or whatever. But there is probably part of it where they just don't use him because they've got nothing. Because you can't have him on TV losing every time you see him.
Yeah.
So putting him on TV in Mexico was probably a great idea with Micro Man.
Stuff that will make everybody's dick stiff.
I didn't realise she's undefeated in the WWE. Not on NXT. She's lost a lot on NXT.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit better. My wife will
things will make Tony's dick stiff.
Nah. Absolutely not, sir. It's not a right waste at all, Russ. But the show has started, admittedly.
Just now. And that's what we get to at the end. But let's get to the show again. Tom, did you happen to catch the arena photos?
What of Perth or wherever they've. I do not, unfortunately. My wife claims she's undefeated too. The words of Russ Morgan.
Bless her, Tom. Bless her, Russ.
But
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Hey, Russ, you have to go away for a second.
I want to know what an Australian street fight is. Like, is a Crocodile Dundee going to start attacking someone?
I thought it was going to be an Aussie rules wrestling match is what I would have called it.
Hey, Tom, I also asked myself if Kangaroo Jack going to make an appearance.
Yeah, I thought kangaroo's going to. Someone's going to hit someone with a kangaroo. You know those hats with the corks that hang off the string. Someone's got to hit someone one of them, or it's not a true Australian street fight.
Hey, Tom, remember Kangaroo Jack, right? Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah.
Pretty cool arena.
I mean, it's certainly unique.
The architecture is fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, that looks more like something like, when you leave a knockoff Lego set with a 5-year-old and then you walk off and then you come back and see what they make. It's that. Kangaroo boxing match, says Russ Morgan. Is that the inside of when they had the NBA there then?
Looks like it.
So some basketball.
I think they have their own basketball league time in Australia. I think they do.
There was another one that had tennis inside there. I think it's mainly meant for tennis.
At what stage is it unfair? Is it harsh of me to say that I am kind of sick of Roman Reigns returning?
Well, isn't he a tribal chief, Tom?
He is a tribal chief. He's the original tribal chief, but I don't know.
This might be one of our best night shots, Tom.
That looks very nice. I do like the stadium architecture gimmick we seem to have going.
What are your thoughts, Tom? Sorry.
On what, Alonso? Sorry.
On Reigns coming back.
On Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I think it's awfully disingenuous to have him return 54 times a year and claim that it's each time's a return. It's like, mate, you just took 2 weeks off. Like, if Omos disappears for 2 weeks and comes back, it's just, Omos went away and came back. Like, there's no, it's a big return. I'll get anything that Roman Reigns is going to be considered big, I get that. But just...
So how the fuck's he from Pensacola, Florida, while all the rest of them's from fucking California?
I don't really know the answer to that, Tony, but off the top of my head, my best lawyer guess is the fact that his father, Seeker, found a woman while travelling with the circus in the 70s. And then was like, hey, baby. Or whatever.
and he's also Uso's second cousin, not first cousin. That's his uncle's kid. So, or not his uncle kid, his cousin's kid. His first cousin's kid.
Tony, if Roman Reigns wins this match, does he get his shoes back?
He's already got them back from the last match.
Oh, okay.
If Vince Russo was booking this, those shoes would be on a pole. I can tell you for free, those shoes would go on so many poles, it's unreal.
So is all that yellow fucking, yep, that's what I thought it was. Every single person in a stadium fucking got a John Cena shirt.
Almost certainly true. There is a lot of yellow shirts, and yeah, you seem to be right, Tony. Well spotted.
I almost feel like I'm watching Raw. We're like 15 minutes in, and we haven't had a match yet.
I think it's kind of cool how like John Cena and the WWE have done a good job with his shirts being like sports teams colors.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why they do it, so they can sell a couple million of them in every city.
John Cena's probably going to have sold the most merch this year, just based on the fact that it's like every show is like last time in whatever city.
So who do you think's made the most money? Cena or WWE off this?
Well, WWE. John Cena wouldn't have made the majority cut on the shirts.
Not even half, Tom?
Even if he gets half, it's still going to get less than the company. Because they're very generous with their merch, but obviously that's compared to everyone else getting nothing. So, I kind of want Bronson Reed to win this.
Alonso, not a fan of Bronson Reed.
I'm a big fan of Bronson Reed, but I just know he's probably not going to win this.
Ben was the biggest one. He gave up on him at right or wrong moment.
Immediately, he was like, "There's something about that guy." And there is, because he's fucking massive.
Yeah, but then he started not doing so well.
Oh,
Then
he was going to fire him.
Then came Braun Strowman, and things took off from there. Then he now meet Seth Rollins and broke his ankle.
One of my favourite gimmicks in recent times, Tony and Alonso, was when Bronson Reed would hit the tsunami about 76 times a show.
It was great. It's like everybody. It's like it's at least 5 or 6. He's got breakthrough 20 security guards 3 different times.
And you know how we're sitting here saying John Cena should get half the merch or whatever. Any money that Bronson Reed makes from any bit of merchandise ever,
he's throwing Prime bottles.
Half of it should go to Wade Barrett.
He threw 1 Prime bottle at him. Did it hit him in the nuts? Why'd you grab his nuts? Did it hit him, or was he just adjusted himself?
It's like an Attitude Era main event in the first match. Straight into the crowd.
Showing us all the John Cena t-shirts.
Tom, remember Damian Priest? No, it was Seth Rollins versus Sensei Nakamura.
Sorry, yeah.
And we watched it on the old podcast, and this is the kind of vibe I'm getting right now. This is the kind of match that I think is going to be the same way that was going to be. That was a good match too. That was an outstanding match between Sensei Nakamura and Seth Rollins. Was a good match. I thought Sensei won that match.
My thinking's a little bit more gay right now, since they're both soaking wet. Did they both come out of the same shower? Did they both come out of the same shower? Cricket bat. He's fucking throwing everything at everybody.
Hit the red bullet.
But the thing that gets me, Tom, is they try to say that he weighs 320 pounds. That man weighs more than 320 pounds. No way Bronson reads 320.
But he's far more of an athlete than the sort of wrestlers they would usually employ previously and say he's 300 pounds. It's only because he's quite physically fit, as silly as that sounds.
Yeah, he's pretty muscular. Kind of, but John Henry.
He has lost a lot of weight though, compared to like when he was sort of first around in NXT or whatever. Did they pull out the cricket bat? Did I see that right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Is he going to hit him in the balls with a cricket ball? Ironically, that would be the most dangerous weapon in the match, the cricket ball. Tony, have you ever been hit with a cricket ball?
No, but it's kind of hard to find here in the U.S.
Oh.
Kind of like softball. Softballs suck to get hit by. I don't know why they call them softballs. They fucking hurt.
Wade Barrett should be Bronson Reed's personal commentator. Just no matter what he does in life, he should just pop up and go like, tsunami! Or however he does it.
Tom, whenever Ray Barrett broke his arm in WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, he broke his forearm. That was
Which one was
crazy.
that?
I think Royal Rumble 2012 or 13. He fell out the ring and broke his forearm.
Acknowledge me if you
Or
want
broke his
tables.
arm. Broke his forearm, I believe.
It would have been 2012.
Okay.
You fucking
So,
hit him with the fucking rugby ball again. Or Aussie rules football ball.
Rob Morgan going out there with softball is for pansies.
Yeah, but don't get hit by one of those fuckers. Do not get hit by one.
The arm injury caused him to miss WrestleMania 28.
That's right.
Do you know about all the releases, Tony and Alonso?
No.
There's loads of releases in NXT. I'll give you a clue on who has been. I can give you the list. I'll find it right now. For example, Wes Lee is gone.
That's right. I saw it this morning.
Russ Morgan has basically picked a fight with Tony here by saying that's why Tony played it clearly.
I just played it during a PE class.
Right, so the current list of people that have been released is Braden BJ Ray, obviously from LFG, which I've never watched, admittedly. Summer Sorrell, LFG, which I've never watched. Hayes Jameson, never watched it. Jin Tyler, who was in LFG but then got moved to Evolve, gone. Jamar Hampton, gone. Lance Anawahi, I wonder what he did, because he's been under contract for a year and never made it on TV.
So Tom, were some of these people the ID people that they scrapped the ID program?
No, I know what you're getting at. The people under the ID contracts, off the top of my head, it's who's the one that had the belt and had to vacate it? The women's one. The one who used to work for AEW, but then allegedly got molested by Chris Jericho. Allegedly.
I can't remember.
Dana Brooks?
Kylie Ray is the one I'm thinking of. Kylie Ray. But anyway, also Stevie Turner, the Prime Minister of Evolve, gone. It's a shame.
I have not watched Evolve except for like 2 episodes, and like they ruined Level Up because they tried to do like a reality show instead of a wrestling show.
Evolve's not a reality show. Evolve's its own brand. It's like basically NXT of NXT.
No, I know that, Tom, but the way it's like the way they comment and stuff, it's like to me a reality show, or a better way to put it, like would be like American Gladiators or something, because just the way they talk about the matches and stuff, it's just different than what Level Up was. It's just, to me, it's not a straight wrestling show. It's got more of that reality aspect to it. I wasn't a fan, so I won't be turning into Tubi. Yeah, I know you have to turn into YouTube to watch it.
Imagine doing a version of Tough Enough that makes you think, why didn't you just do Tough Enough again?
Roman Reigns done some push-ups.
It's a shame that Wesley got cut, I guess, or released.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a.
And there's a lot of potential. Well, could have been potential, I guess. Had
Oh,
he
Sorry,
stuck
Alonso.
around. Had he stuck around.
I'm not going to sit here and say like I'm not going to say anyone should be fired. You'll never catch me saying genuinely saying it that it's good that anyone gets fired from their job in wrestling. Never going to say that. However, Wesley got injured so many times that they've simply obviously decided, well, we can't put him in any meaningful storyline because he's just going to get crippled for a year.
Is that what happened? Is that what happened, Tom?
Yeah, he was NXT North American champion. He got injured, if I remember rightly. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, but I think he's very good. Like so, but again, keep in mind because he's not 6'8", you're not going to get the same amount of chances as you would say like if Obafemi got injured.
But Tom, my thing with it is he was good like 2.5 years ago, but the last year and a half he's been absent. It's like when
I
they
believe
first
he was in
had
Evolve.
when they first had the TNA people came over was when he turned against them.
That's the real
I don't know.
tragedy of it for him because it's not like he can go back to TNA and like re-pick up the storyline with his mates because he's turned on his mates on the show. So they'd have to do some serious like rework to get him back in with them. I mean, they could do it. Dragon Lee's cousin Wedge got gone. Yes, sir.
Dragon Lee.
I think the real casualty of AJ Lee being brought in was I had to get rid of Wesley because there's too many leads in WWE.
Yeah, we were talking about that, right, Tom? Was it you or was it? There are too many leads at this point.
There's too many leads, so we have to switch them out. But yeah, like I see online, the online discourse of wrestling never ceases to amaze me with how embarrassing it is. But there's people sitting there reading this list, and their first comment will be, "Oh, but Nikita Lyons has still got a job." So why are you trying to get Nikita Lyons fired?
Oh, right, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I don't think she's particularly good, but I'm never going to sit there and go, "Why is she still employed?" We know why she's still employed because she shakes her ass on TikTok, but still.
Hey, Tom, so there's a device.
That's true. But again, Nikita Lyons is going to go down the way of Wedge Lee because, again, she got injured one too many times. So any push you want to put on her, they're not really going to believe that she's capable of it.
So, well, how did she get her time?
I can't remember, but I stunned one of her legs and.
Oh, that's the worst. Leg injuries are hard to come back from.
Apparently so because we haven't seen this guy for a while.
She had 2 knee injuries.
No,
So what's
Tom
that? What's
see
Gavin?
It's your buddy Gavin.
I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing Austin Theory very soon.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that, Tom. I heard that he was going to be.
He's going to be in the Vision.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember the name of their group, but he was in Seth Rollins' original group when he was doing it during the pandemic, I believe. Back injuries are the worst. Your back can never be too big. The words of Russ Morgan. Nikita Lyons had 2 knee injuries, including ACL. Have you seen who's going to be wrestling the match for TNA tomorrow night? I swear it's true. Google or / look up Mean Gia Miller. She has got an arse on her. I mean, most people have, but still, solid citizen territory is being reached.
Could you set a couple of pints up on her ass?
Let me find the image. For example, that is Mean Gia Miller. There, yeah, you could probably get a family of 4 on that house.
They should give Sharon, Mother of 3 from Basildon, a run for her money.
No, that's before people Tom was referring to was her and her 3 kids.
I was low key referring to Sandy and her 3 kids in Basildon.
Sandy. About Sharon.
Holy shit, here comes Jey Uso. And the other one.
Tom, I have a question, Tony as well.
Please?
Joshua and Jonathan.
Why do the Usos... Okay, so basically it's another 2-on-3 match, basically. And there's just amazing how Bronson Reed and Vaquer can basically beat the Usos every time.
That's how it should be, though, because I don't believe that they could out-wrestle those 2 men. Like, you'd need like about 92 Roman Reigns on their team in their corner to beat the Bronze in a tag match. I don't get how the Bronze are not already Raw Tag Team Champions. They should go undefeated forever.
We already had a lot more super kicks in us than we did the last pay-per-view.
Tom, does this mean that Jey Uso is no longer going to turn heel?
I believe he is a matter of time. Some would say I think he's already heel, but at best they're treading the line on it. What we're doing? Oh, they're going up top.
I think you have to wait until you get to.
Why is going to do
Survivor Series?
Braun's not in the match.
They screwed up here, Tom, because here we are, October 10th, but we don't get Survivor Series until November 31st. So we're 6 weeks without a proper
I'm very happy
pay-per-view.
Because it feels like there's wrestling every fucking week.
We do have the... I don't even know if they count anymore at this point. Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, because they're going to have that in December instead of an actual pay-per-view.
It doesn't matter how many times they zoom out and show him going around that fucking ring. Every time I'm still impressed by his speed.
It never doesn't look cool. But look who's going up top. It's the fat man. Sorry, Bronson. Roman Reigns added 12 minutes of rest. This match has already gone on way too long. Russ Morgan is correct. To be fair, Russ, the only justification I'll give you is basically Roman Reigns can't disappear for 6 weeks if you've already booked him in the match. So basically, he's going to be gone for another 72 years, isn't he? After this,
No, he'll be gone until the middle of November. He'll be gone for a month.
Holy shiitake mushroom.
Wow.
Cousin on cousin crime. Will this be the heel turn? Will this be?
Didn't see that coming.
Here comes the big splash again.
Holy
Is this
fuck.
a spur? Is this a spur of a heel turn? You winner, Bronson Reed.
Ridiculous. Paul Heyman looks shocked.
He got a clean win over Roman Reigns.
I know, that's why he was shocked. He's like,
And
oh, holy
calling it
shit.
clean is generous, but you know, it's a street fight rule, so it is clean.
Australian street fight. But I hate how they call these street fights and they never even make it out to an alley. Which they used to do. Might as well just say falls count anywhere match. God, I wonder why him landed on me. Especially with my health. Snap like a twig. His mic skills keep improving. I was saying it before you got here. I think he's a bigger star than Braun, or the artist formerly known as Braun Breaker, now Braun. Tom, do you think that means he's gonna be Braun Steiner at some point?
They should already coin Braun Steiner, but I don't think they're gonna. That's Rhodes' Roman Reigns quote for the next 5 years. How many times do you think he'll return in the next 5 years? I've hit the under and under at 67.5.
Yeah.
Owen Reigns is pissed off, man.
Rhodes is blaming them both, even though it's totally Jay's fault.
Jay, turn heel. Come on.
Jay needs to turn heel on Roman Reigns so we can complete the set of douchebaggery of this family.
Tom, I have a question, and Tony as well.
Yeah, sure, please.
Do you think that Jey Uso? I know that there's rumors that Austin Theory's going to join the division, but do you think that Jay will also join the division? Or if he turns heel, rather?
That's a good question. I'm honestly not sure.
Because
too crowded if they did that, I think.
Oh yes, but however, I think that to make it more compelling, I guess, I think you need to have at least one big faction to make things interesting. And in my opinion, also, how much longer are Braun Breaker and Bronson really going to continue to overtake, I guess, the Usos and Roman Reigns?
12 years of Bronson and Bronson.
The law firm. But it's like every Monday Night Raw ends with them two beating the Usos and Roman Reigns, you know.
Everybody had umbrella crime.
And Jimmy Uso is always the one trying to calm things down. And it's also funny because, like, Jay left the bloodline, right? So him turning heel right now is interesting to me.
Gosh,
All I want to see is an official bloodline rules between the entire bloodline, and hopefully we'll never see them all again apart from the winner.
It'll be interesting what transpires with Tom and Tony, because War Games is coming fast, and
fuck this belt. Sorry.
And maybe he turns heel then. In real time.
That's that 3D war. It looked weird. I don't like the graphics there.
Honestly, don't know the answer to your question, Alonso. Because they turn on each other every 5 minutes, so the biggest family in wrestling that always turns on each other.
We did have a re-emergence of a motherfucking Tongans.
Holy shit!
Are you not go by Taga? You can switch it.
My favourite thing about that whole return is how they all turned up in face paint. They were so dominant, and it was genuinely impressive. I know this sounds really silly with who I'm talking about, but it was so dominant that even when Jeff Cobb turned up, I was like, hey man, that's JC Mateo. But I actually respected him for 22 seconds. Even when he did shit finishing move, I was like, that's JC Mateo, looking half decent for 12 seconds of his life.
So, you mean Jonathan Cobb Mateo?
I still just believe that when he turned up, they're like, that's Jeff Cobb. I was like, yeah, so that's call him Jeff Cobb. But obviously, they never call someone by their actual name. But still,
yeah, it was. But other person that goes 5'2", it's weird. You got Jacob 5'2", and you got whatever fucking Naomi's real first name is 5'2".
You know, their face paint is actually from what they used in Japan when they were a tag team. Tamatonga and Tangaloa in New Japan. So they're basically doing a New Japan gimmick, and they absolutely should. It's the right thing to do because they look fucking terrifying. Even Tangaloa, who is arguably the worst wrestler I've ever seen in my life, which makes him my favourite, obviously.
So does this make him new wild Samoans? New wild Tongans?
Incredible. Tangaloa has never seen a spot that he can't fuck up somehow, and I love it.
What I loved about that Tom was like they got a good reaction. Then Alonzo's least favorite wrestler with his least favorite wrestling move entered the ring.
Solo Sikoa. I like that he's not got the face paint. That would make it lame. Because they all look like killers and they've got their face paint, they actually look terrifying somewhat. but then Solo just stands there looking normal because Solo isn't really he's actually quite a funny fella. Like when he starts doing his joking around and stuff,
Yeah.
battered for it, but still just they'll be right back in 25 seconds on Netflix. So are you watching this on ESPN Plus, lads?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had 3 minutes of adverts now.
Yeah, I believe we had some ads here as well.
But, what packet? No, not 3 minutes worth. I don't think you probably had some package.
Yeah, they were doing a video package of the Crown Jewel Championship, the women's version. Well, now we've got an advertising Australia, from what I can tell.
Go to the Great Barrier Reef while it still exists.
Yeah. This is Exmouth.
Tom, speaking of Australia, did you ever watch that movie with Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman?
Sorry, say that again, Lonzo.
Did you ever watch that movie called Australia with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Jackman?
Oh, yep, I know the film you're on about, but I've never actually seen it. I believe it came out on Boxing Day, if I remember rightly.
That's right, yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, I saw it in theaters because here in the States, I believe it was up for an Academy Award, and the young bloke was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. So I saw it, and I was like amazed about how good it was. You know, the director that did Romeo and Juliet, right, Tom? Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah, that's true.
He did Elvis. So he's one of my favorite directors of all time because he captures every single shot in a brilliant way.
You know, he has a UK #1 song, Baz Luhrmann.
Really?
I may have it factually wrong, but I'm sure he did a song about sunscreen. It's him just talking, but there's a tune behind it, and they released it as a single in the UK. And yeah,
the only movie I have never seen was Strictly Ballroom.
I was kind of right. In the UK, Australia came out on December 26th of 2008, but in the United States, it came out on the 26th of November. So we got it like a month after you guys, and it was on a budget of 130 million, and it took back 211 million. So it's probably a bit of a loss as silly as that sounds, based on the amount of promotion they gave it. Because generally the budget has to be doubled in terms of, for the most part, a big movie. They'll whatever they say the budget is, they've actually probably spent that same amount again to promote the movie. So let's see if they consider it a success.
It was a good movie, Tom. I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm reading it's got mixed reviews, so like you say, a lot of people will think it's good, a lot of people want very definition of a down the middle film, I suppose. But yeah, so like in the Times of London, someone gave it 4 out of 5. But the Hollywood Reporter said, also in epic style, Baz Luhrmann weaves his wizardry on Oz.
Yeah. No, he's really been a favorite of mine. He did a good job in Moulin Rouge.
What style of match do you think we'll get here, Tom?
I think we're going to get... all I'm wondering really is how long it will take for the Devil's Kiss to be attempted. Because she's only over because of that move. And I'm not disparaging her as a person or anything like that, because everything she does is actually quite everything she does is done well. But ultimately, she's only over because people want to see her bounce her ass up and down on them.
Tom, she did a good job at the TLC match.
Yeah.
I think everyone did a good job in that match. I remember at one time.
I can see Alonso singing along to Strictly Ballroom. I don't know why I said ballroom. That's not a thing.
You missed over the last few months, Tom. You missed a new thing that Alonso and Russ like to do. They like to do TV theme music.
Yeah.
Which haven't got copyrighted for yet.
You got copyrighted for doing it?
No, I haven't because Alonso kind of hums it along.
I don't
Tom.
get copyrighted for humming it, admittedly.
So I told Bob got electrocuted. Oh, what's up with her hair? Is that Medusa? What's going on?
You know, she's a drummer.
Is she really, Tom?
You know the show Glow that was on Netflix?
Yeah.
There's a character in it that's English, but she's played by a woman called Kate Nash, who had a UK #1 single and I believe album. But basically, Alicia Taylor was the drummer in her band.
Tom, are you serious?
That's true.
Look, Tiffany left her push-up bra at home. She doesn't have a push-up bra on. That's surprising.
I mean, Tiffany Stratton's winning it, surely. You can't have her coming out on TV every week telling me, oh, she's undefeated in 2025, then have her fucking lose in the nothing title match against Stephanie Vaquer, who was lost on TV.
Well, we did have Michael Cole has only missed one time in the last 27 years, and next week he was there.
Hey, Tony. Is it okay if I add a new segment to the show?
Add what?
A new segment to the show?
Yeah.
It's called Tom, I have a question. So, Tom, I have a question for you. How did Edward Woodward get the job of the Equalizer?
I imagine he turned up and asked for it.
Well said, Tom.
The Equalizer.
Yeah. Because how did it?
Do you know?
No, I'm just curious because me and Russ have talked about this before.
I have a better question for Tom. Tom, what happened to Edward Norton's acting ability? At one time, he was a great actor. Now he's there with like Russell.
I mean, I don't want to ruin things for you, but I've googled the question, and basically to the question, how did Edward Woodward get the Equalizer role? Is because the creators, Michael Sloan and Richard Lindheim, sought an actor that could bring a quiet intensity and a gravitas to the part.
Fair play.
But I didn't know that.
Because
without being dickish, I did not wake up this morning thinking, I wonder how Edward Woodward got the job in the Equalizer.
Yeah, Tom. Because me and Russ were talking about how he's an English actor, and the Equalizer is very well known well, excuse me. The Equalizer at the time was a very popular show, and here in America, it's kind of not interesting, but kind of unique to have a British actor play an American detective show. Rather, as we're trying to get at, what I was trying to get at, Tom.
That's fair enough.
Because here's popular, right? Here's a popular actor in England, correct?
I believe so. He's a bit before my time, admittedly.
Okay.
But I will Google him, and he died in 2009. Bloody hell.
Mm-hmm.
He was in, I believe he was in The Wicker Man as well. And I say I believe it's because it's telling me right now on Google. But other than that, yeah, very much before. He says, what was he famous for? His roles in The Wicker Man and The Equalizer. And a TV series called Callan. Russ Morgan says, Kate Nash's music was always used as a segue between scenes in The In-Betweeners. Have you gentlemen seen The In-Betweeners?
Isn't there a movie?
There is 2 movies of it,
but
it's a TV series as well.
Tony, where can I find said TV series, Tony? Or Tom?
It used to be on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's still on there or not.
I'm gonna Google The In-Betweeners in America just to see what will come up. Apparently, they did an American version, In-Betweeners, UK in America.
That's what app. Just watch this where it tells you what streaming services.
So, the second I first laid eyes on Stephanie Vaquer doing The Devil's Hiss, I was like, she's going to be the top star within about 6 months.
Yeah, I think you told me that, Tom.
Because the fact of the matter is, Tony sent me a clip of like them doing every time she's done the move. It was like, well, of course they're going to put that out because it's the main reason she's over. I'm not to disparage her, but the fact of the matter is, like, if this was 1998, Vince Russo would have her doing the same thing on a weekly basis.
Or he had a full day with her, dude.
I still want to do a trivia show with just doing Booker T's voice and trying to guess what he's reacting to.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
I'll get you to that.
The best bit of commentary he has ever done, Booker T. And I'm not going to sit here and say he's a great commentator. I'm not going to sit here and say he's the worst. But the best thing I've ever seen him do, I don't know if you would have ever seen this, is when they did an episode of TNA where basically the main event mafia took over the show. So basically they did it. They booked the man. They did everything.
Yeah,
but Booker T was on commentary, and so was Kevin Nash, because they basically booted Mark Today and Don West off for commentary. And I'll try and tell it right. The names that they gave themselves were brilliant. Chet Lemon was Kevin Nash. He was Chet Lemon. And Booker T's name was Black Snow. And when they started then doing a beatdown on all the X Division wrestlers, for example, Booker T was kicking the shit out of Xavier Woods, who was Consequence's Creed at the time. He was kicking the shit out of him in the corner while he's commentating on it on the microphone. He's like, oh yeah, Booker T's giving it to a Consequences Creed. Yeah, sort of thing. Like, yeah. It's like, it's the best thing Booker T's ever done in wrestling.
Oh.
Win the WCW Championship 5 times, it will still not be better than the time you commentated on your own beatdown.
I'll be right back because I've had enough coffee to keep me up all night to watch this instead of falling asleep and missing it. So I'll be.
I believe that is code for I've had enough coffee, now I need to go to the toilet.
I was gonna call for myself, Tom, but I'll wait till Tony comes back.
So
every time I see Satan Vaquer, Tom, I think of Psylocke from X-Men. Right? Her costume looks like it.
mm-hmm.
She even looks like Psylocke.
Oh, Swanton Bomb only gets knees.
You know who I'm talking about, right, Tom?
Sorry, Alonso?
You know who I'm talking about, right? Psylocke from X-Men?
I vaguely know what you're talking about, but I would be paying attention more, but I'm currently watching Stephanie Vaquer's ass bounce up and down. Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
Wow.
It took me about 7 months to realise what SVB means. Do you know what the SVB is? What it stands for?
No.
Because they were saying it every week on commentary, and I'm like, what's SVB? Apparently, it's Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer bomb. That's all it is.
Oh, right, okay.
But I thought it was going to be some fancy abbreviation. It's not. Russ Morgan says, this is how it feels at Tom and Lonzo every time Tom and I watch a PLE. Suck it up. Jesus Christ. That spiral tap was insane.
I mean, Tony and... Is it... Wow.
Vaquer is also undefeated on the main roster. I forgot her only defeat was against Tracy Jane.
Oh, on NXT, right, Tom?
Yeah, exactly right. I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that the main event tonight is almost certainly going to be Rhea Ripley, like it usually is when they're in Australia.
Tom, can you see this?
I believe I can.
That's just like... That's like... Satan Vaquer's costume looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Psylocke from
X-Men. Played by Olivia Munn in X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. That move was amazing.
It was, but again, they messed with the whole franchise after that. Like, had it done properly, Tom, it would have been a good continuation. But what was it? The Days of Future Past, right? That was after and before.
No, that was before. That was the one before it. Are you thinking of X-Men Apocalypse?
No, when they had Psylocke come out with Storm and they're in an alternate universe.
Oh yeah, the X-Men Days of Future Past is when they actually went back in time, I believe.
Okay.
But Triple H is doing the thing that he does because he wants to see himself as Dana White of WWE.
And he's telling her you'll have a bunch more belts. meaningful belts.
If Triple H could have someone opening the fridge on his show, he would do it.
What do you think of him reshuffling creative on SmackDown?
I think SmackDown has been arguably the worst wrestling show on television for about a year.
I don't know. I was enjoying it when it was 3 hours.
When it went 3 hours, I thought it was one of the worst things ever. Keep in mind, Tony, this is from perspective that I was watching it from 1 a.m. till 4 a.m.
Oh wow.
What's weird? What's weird though, Tom, is like the viewership numbers were way up for it.
I can't even really explain that. I mean, when they moved it down to 2 hours, the only people that really got hurt by that were people that would end up only being on SmackDown for a couple of hours a week, like Jacob Fatu, for example, because that show was heavily built around him in the mid card.
Yeah, it's killed it. Any momentum, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like his. It's unfortunate how not his downfall, I would say, but he hasn't really gotten to that peak, and I think that's where creative have been so bad.
Yeah. We don't have time for Fatu, but we have time for Sami Zayn every fucking week.
Yeah, but Sami Zayn puts on a banger.
Mm-hmm.
People love open challenges, no matter who it is. People fucking love matches where you don't know who's in the match until it happens.
It's good seeing Sensei come back though as well. Tom and Tony.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's really talented.
It's fucking ridiculous how big that belt is.
That belt is so big you could her boobs are actually just going to sit over it. Now she's got a Super Bowl ring. I fully suspect that Cody Rhodes is winning tonight just so he can start collecting them all. But it's probably going to be Seth Rollins really in it because of the fact it's implied that if he doesn't win, then Paul Heyman's going to fuck off and fire him or whatever.
He could be like Tom Brady and have a whole handful of crown jewelry.
This is what they used to do at the Survivor Series, wasn't it? Whoever the world champions were, they'd put them against each other. Apart from the year where it was Jinder Mahal and Brock Lesnar was like, I'm not wrestling Jinder Mahal.
He's like, he takes more steroids than I do.
I believe he was like, he knew it would make him look bad just by association. So he actually made them change the belt to AJ so he could beat AJ.
Polly dangerously.
Yeah, dangerously.
So I didn't know that the Steiner brothers had a stint at ECW.
Sorry, Alonso, say it again.
I didn't know that the Steiner brothers had a stint at ECW.
Yeah, it would have been in roughly like 1994, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I looked it up yesterday.
The service that ECW provided was they were a landing spot for one person. They were a landing spot for if you left one of the big two before you went to the other one. You had somewhere to go. For example, stunning Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, and I sent this to Tony the other day that I didn't know Raven was the manager for Adam Bomb.
That's true. He was Johnny
Crazy.
Polo was the name they
Yeah.
gave.
As I was watching Raw on Netflix, the Raw Vault, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, this is too wild, man.
Apparently, Roman Reigns threw the Usos out of Thanksgiving because he said, "I don't want to see you till Christmas."
So
I
does
didn't
that mean
realise
he's
he'd actually
skipping
managed it
Survivor
for
Series?
Thanksgiving. Yeah, amazing. When Roman Reigns held up the cricket bat, I've seen there's a photo of loads of cricket players, and someone wrote the greatest batsman of all time. Nothing to see here. Oh, it's nearly Cena time.
Yep.
Apparently, Australia booed the United States national anthem.
Yeah. I saw that
In
2 times.
fairness, everyone would boo that, except for Americans.
Oh, Tom.
I
This
don't know.
country, man.
I thought Australians are pretty to the right side, so I figured they'd like a Mr. Dumpy, Mr. Orange Man's anthem being played.
Yeah, he lost the Nobel Peace Prize. Then do a tantrum. Jesus, man. Wow.
We've got a 1 minute 55-second video, or it's about 3 minutes. 1 minute 50 left of this. It's a video package of Cena and Styles, which tells me that's probably next.
Okay.
Tom, what are your
Emu,
thoughts?
the Liberty Mutual Emu.
I have a Hyundai. I have a Hyundai advert, Tony, and then the Wingstop. Tom, what do you think about this match, Tom? I know me and Tony discussed it earlier, but
I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be like all their other matches, but a bit slower. To be fair, he only negotiated the piece yesterday, so I think the voting had already been done. Yes. Russ with a sensible take, but the internet doesn't really like sensible Russ, but I think you already know that. The match will be fine. It's just going to be a lot slower than it usually would be because they're not as quick as they usually would be because they're older. I imagine Johnson is going to win this to get his 100th POE win.
Got a question for you, Tom, because you're down during this period. Yeah, you had Styles saying he was a retire this year originally, but that's when his buddies got shit canned. Do you think he just said that because his buddies got shit canned?
Partly.
Because now he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna retire next year."
Liberal leaning airspace isn't really my forte. The words of Russ Morgan.
They're showing Australia as much as they can in these. Oh, look.
Got loads of people at Segways.
No, I was I was looking at what koalas. Every Australian I've talked to thinks koalas are cunts. They like kangaroos, but they do not like. Maybe because they can't box a koala.
Oh, immediately following the event, the post show, which I won't be watching.
And it's funny, these are on ESPN app, or if you want to go ESPN Ultimate. It's where they just do app logo. I'm sure tons of people turn into ESPN and they don't find wrestling.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, AJ Styles wearing shorts.
Yeah, it's one certainly warm out there. I think it's their winter time. Could be wrong there.
No, it's spring. Springtime.
There's a lot of John Cena shirts, as Tony has already said.
Especially right there. It's like, do they just give it to everybody? You buy a floor seat, you get a free John Cena t-shirt. I wonder how much they make them pay compared to what we have to pay.
Yeah, I know it's the other way round to how it is in England, but for some reason it slipped my mind. We're in October.
It's hard to do it here because it's been in the mid 80s, so it still feels like summer.
Jesus.
I saw like how he's like doubled in size in the last 18 months.
Oh, AJ Styles.
And he like ate well AJ Styles.
Definitely is. I still don't get why they won't let him use the TNA thing.
Kind of like Dominic Mysterio's uncle. I don't think anybody has gained more size than Rey Mysterio.
What? No. The only person I can imagine I can name in wrestling that's actually grew in size more than Ray is Eddie Guerrero. Is partly why he's dead.
So Dom's dad's dead because he too much steroids.
Obviously, I can't say that outwardly because I have no medical basis on which to say that. But deep down, yes, probably.
Never get up with us.
Tony Russ has corrected you here, and it's a fair comment. You forgot he had Air Paris in a dungeon for 25 years and then ate him.
I'm surprised Russ isn't trying to get his favorite dead wrestler watch along. He's dying for one night in China watch along.
He wants to watch along, sorry?
Well, one night in China.
I thought at first you said one night stand. I was thinking, why haven't you done it? But I'm trying to get why you haven't done one night in China watch along. You probably get a bit repetitive after a bit. Like, yep, he's still doing
it. Isn't there one where she's like, it's Incredible Hulk? Is that what she is in it?
Yes. Not that I'm an aficionado of extracurricular activities, but yes, what you've said did happen.
After this, you can circle across, see me.
Invisible Man.
I wonder how many times John Cena's going to get asked for the rest of his life, basically, what did you really make of being turned heel? Why he sits there and gives the most professional politician answer ever. But deep down he's thinking, I hated that shit.
It was a good time. I mean, not being.
It was so cringeworthy.
The alternative was fantastic. The fact that it never went anywhere is basically fucking awful. Disgraceful.
It was like, it seemed like it was so pushed, you know. And
but it was always him attacking the fans.
It made it hard. I mean, it's so hard to believe that he was actually a bad guy or a heel. But the way he apologized to that kid was pretty remarkable.
It was really clever.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. Yeah. Wow.
Even AJ's getting the grand introduction as well. Awesome stuff.
Marty wrote her what to read.
Yeah.
Face that.
How are we halfway through a show or whatever? It's been on for an hour and 25 minutes. This is the third match. It's just started. Fucking pricks.
Well, it took 16 minutes for the first match to begin.
Yeah. I believe the second match, in general, was less time than it took the first match to actually start.
Feeling like a Raw episode.
You're wrong, Michael Cole. AJ Styles was not the champion when he beat John Cena in 2016. He was the champion when he lost to John Cena. But yes, I realise that makes me like a massive wrestling nerd. Because I am a massive wrestling nerd. But still, go fuck yourself.
Like that hasn't been established by now, Tom.
That was established by 1992.
I just thought you're a walking, talking wrestling encyclopedia.
Mainly WWE though, admittedly. There are people out there going, oh, well, you don't know about what happened in New Japan Pro Wrestling in 1978. Now go fuck yourself.
Be right back.
Sure.
Like they really weren't Americans there at that time much. This guy had a good career in Japan. They loved him. I like those Steve. Funny looking Asian, right?
I want to know when Russ is going to actually review One Night in China. So, Queen of the Ring. That's the other one, you know, where that means in Oakland and stuff.
I try to get him to do the triple feats there if we were to do it One Night in China. So, movie.
Outrageous.
Or else we'll just have a screen off 3/4 of the time.
Tom, did you see Tron Ares yet?
What do you mean?
Have you seen Tron? New Tron movie? Yeah.
Wait.
What's that, Tony?
Animated one.
No, the new one. With Jared Leto.
Movie. So I thought it said Shawn Michaels. As in Shawn Michaels. No, I've not seen it. I've not seen the original Tron movie, so I wouldn't really get it. Apparently, it's not very good though.
Yikes.
That's not for me to say that because I'm not the audience for it. Like, if it is great, I wouldn't know.
Fair enough, Tom.
But
Like the original Tron when I was a kid.
is this only the second Tron movie, or was there a sequel to that?
There's a sequel. So this is the third one.
Alright. Yeah, there's sequels in 2010. So yeah. Makes sense. That was only 28 years after the first one. So, fucking Christ.
Cena dead? Nope, his leg moved. Should be about time for Russ's favorite referee. For Jessica.
I'm looking forward to her turning up on Monday Night Raw and seeing if Becky Lynch beats the shit out of her. Because she's a wrestling ref. So You know, she's wrestled in Evolve, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that she becomes a wrestler.
Yeah.
Who just?
Yeah. Or as people on the internet have called her, Jessica Carr, Count Fast Carr, or Fast Count Carr. Because Russ is the official referee reviewer, so I wouldn't dare take that from him.
He just doesn't like the fact that she only has one facial expression.
Well, she never changed. Is that her face where she's always shocked?
No, it's kind of a frowny face one.
Oh, really?
Frowny face.
I didn't think her. You know what? I'll be fair. The match with Maxine Dupree. I think the start of it is shocking. It's not good. But then when it then settled into like Maxine showing what she can do, it was quite exciting because I just knew any moment Becky Lynch is just going to beat her anyway. Then didn't.
Well, what's weird is that they were pushing Maxine and they just stopped. Did she get injured or just hit pause for no reason?
Weren't they still doing the thing where like she's been trained by Natty? Don't get me wrong, whenever they try to say that a wrestler is training another wrestler, she's not training them. She's obviously doing the training in the performance center. It's not like she's in the Heart Dungeon. Like with the fucking ghost of Stu Hart training her.
It's weird they were calling it a dungeon, now they're calling it Dungeon 2.
Is that because it's not actually on the Hart compound anymore?
No, I just thought you filed a complaint because you had the dungeon for so long.
Hey, Tom, does the ghost of Stu Hart know Casper?
Am I Invisible Man? You broke Tom with your question.
So I didn't hear what you said. My apologies.
Sorry, Tom. So, does the ghost of Stu Hart know Casper from the ghost?
The ghost of Stu Hart is like stretch and breath.
Does he know Casper from the ghost, Tom?
Fucking Stu Hart. I can't wait till Stu Hart enters my timeline. Actually, I'll tell you another way. My actual favourite one, because he's not in it very long, but it's when Bruce Hart turns up. Because Bruce Hart really wants a job.
Wasn't that during Survivor Series, Tom?
He's in the Survivor Series, yes, very good, Lonzo. But the storyline wasn't actually, believe it or not, it was meant to be Bret versus Bruce. So Bret Hart had it changed, because obviously, in Bret Hart's words, Bruce is the shits and Owen is great.
He said that?
Yeah. Basically, Bret Hart's mind is, why aren't we doing anything with Owen? So when he found out that Bruce had convinced Vince McMahon to do a storyline with Bret and Bruce, Bret was like, why are you doing that? We've already got Owen. Just use Owen instead.
Tom, so something about Owen Hart. Wasn't Coco Beware his tag team partner?
That's true. They were high energy.
That's right.
If they'd done that in 2025, they'd obviously be a stoner tag team. Like, yeah, man, I'm high energy, man.
But wasn't...
What was that, Tom? You said a certain word.
Oh, Tony's displaying his high energy, man.
But Tom, didn't Owen Hart use a blue blazer gimmick during that time? Because he turned. Didn't he turn?
He becomes a blue blazer.
Because he turned on Coco Beware, right?
Well, he turned on Brett and then ended up wrestling Coco. Wasn't so much that he turned on Coco.
Because the Blue Blazer character was a heel.
In 1999 it was, yeah. He brought it back in 98.
Okay. Wow.
But in 99 they actually did have Coco be where you wear the costume. So, because Owen was adamant he wasn't the Blue Blazer, so he said, "No, look at that guy. That's the Blue Blazer," and it was Coco B wearing the costume.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think anyone thought it wasn't Owen. Funnily enough,
that whole thing was very, very different growing up with Owen Hart and Coco Beware. Because Coco Beware was an ultimate babyface, right?
Was
the bird? What was the bird's name, Tom?
Frankie.
That's right.
Tom, did you watch his video and his reaction to Hulk Hogan?
What, Coco reacted to Hogan?
To Hogan's death and everybody making a big deal about him being a racist.
Did Coco defend Hogan?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
It's about a 32-minute video.
I've not seen it.
No, because it starts off where he shows up in Memphis and him and Brutus, Hogan and Brutus help out Coco. Then they go trained in a barn at a wrestling ring unit.
Okay, no. I don't know if you know this, but Stephanie Vaquer won the Crown Jewel title.
Yeah.
I just got a notification.
I don't know, it might have been that she sprained her back walking down the podium with it.
Oh, wow. And just
he did Bray Wyatt's move, I believe.
Yeah.
He's spent the last few months doing all the moves of his mates, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So, John Cena's basically taken the Eugene gimmick. Because Eugene used to do wrestlers' moves as well. Other wrestlers' moves.
Abigail DDT, as they were calling it when Alexa Bliss was doing it for a while. And I think one time they said, call it Sister Abigail.
Is Cena actually going to win? No. Oh my God. He just did the move of Christopher Daniels. It turns out AJ's doing a move of his mates.
Mm.
This match is mental.
Tom, is that you in the audience wearing a Larry Bird t-shirt?
Yes.
Bad word.
Tom created a clone of himself.
Cena also done the skull crushing finale, I believe. So that's a decision. He also did the Walls of Jericho. And he did the accolade. Basically, he's doing all the moves of Rusev and the Miz and.
Time for more coffee.
I'm willing to give this match a solid 4.5 out of 10. Very high on my scale.
Fire Tuck.
They were very clever to have scheduled this during the international break.
Yeah. I think so for Tom.
Is he going to try and do the pedigree? No. Oh my god. What the fuck was that move that Styles did? I think that was a move of Homicide from TNA back in the day. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think the move was the Gringo Killer.
Gringo Killer.
Tom, is Tony right by saying that AJ Styles will retire next year?
That is what AJ has said. Whether it actually happens, I don't know. Because I'll get the
He
thing.
also said that this year.
9 years as well. But yeah, they keep kicking it. I think this match is literally going to last forever by the feeling of it.
I think those fucking pay-per-views that go on forever. It'd be like Groundhog's Day. Look at all that yellow. More impressive when they zoom out. It's like what NBA games are. They give everybody a t-shirt to wear.
Oh, wow.
This John Cena character where he does always makes moves is infinitely more interesting than the actual heel John Cena character.
It's kind of cool, I think, you know. I think it's kind of under, like, well, not that. Oh, damn it,
Damn.
Oh, he kicked out, wow.
AJ Styles is winning this surely at this point. He's taken about 72 finishers.
What
He's
the ground?
taken the finishers of every WWF wrestler from like 2010 onwards.
Well, what was with Cena's grin there?
He's good to punt him in the head.
Could.
This is quite good. Increased my grade of this match to a more respectable 4.5 out of 10.
That's why you gave it a first time.
Sorry, Tony.
You gave it 4.5 out of 10 the first time.
My apologies. What I meant to say was I'll give it 4.6 out of 10.
Fair enough, Tom.
I thought you actually had to reward them and give it like a 6.5.
No. I'm very forgiving as a judge, but I'm not a prick that will actually just give it a 10 out of 10 because I see a Sister Abigail.
Are you trying to say you're not Simon Cal?
He's become the Undertaker.
Is into a choke slam.
You know what's next? The Devil's Kiss.
If John Cena does Devil's Kiss, it'd be hilarious. It would probably hurt though because of his jorts.
Or break with fucking internet.
I mean,
Like,
imagine if AJ Styles does Devil's Kiss in his little shorts. You'd actually see the balls bouncing up and down on the set, I imagine. You'd see what he had for lunch. Incredible. This is almost certainly the match of the night so far. Incredible.
No,
This match is literally fan service. Basically, what is just going to make people laugh or react or whatever? It's like that's what wrestling is ultimately.
I like how when AJ Styles is on the attack, he's like drunken kung fu, bouncing off ropes like he's drunk.
AJ,
I like how Cena reacts to a kick like 5 seconds later.
Apparently, the crowd is chanting for 619.
yeah.
I bet Cena would literally break in half if he tried that. I'll say that knowing that if I tried it, I'd probably die. But, sweet chin music. Oh.
I heard cut kicked out.
Just taking turns doing moves. AJ's going to actually try to do the phenomenal forearm this time. He might actually get it. That's it. It's not it. He got him on the head bottom with forearm Jones.
Forearm Jones.
As when Taz commentates everything, he's gone to Basketball Jones. Or whatever it is he says.
What's Taz up to these days, Tom?
He's commentating in AEW.
Okay.
His son's there as well, to be fair to him. Hook.
Hook, a 16-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm. I remember when Hook was undefeated, and it was like, this Hook kid's going to be special. It's like, yeah, it'd be nice to actually just see him out there wrestling. But anyway, did he kick out of another AA? Quick pop quiz. What was the first name that they gave to the AA? What was it originally called?
KSU?
Congratulations, Alonso gets the point, which puts Alonso on a grand total of 1 point.
Why did they change the time, you know?
Pretty sure it's because they just went PG.
All right.
So they couldn't call it the FU. He's going to try to do a Angel's Wings. I think this is going to be the move of Kenny Omega. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah,
So it's an AA.
They sell a shit out of those Fatu FU t-shirts.
Tom, what do you make out of Brock Lesnar and John Cena match?
Fucking hated it. I mean, it was what it should have been. If Cena's retiring and you're gonna use Brock Lesnar going forwards, then he should win. But Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Did he get permission of the Undertaker to do that? Because they really like that in wrestling. This is going to be end, surely.
I just seen AJ Styles give a Invisible Man a blowjob. The Invisible Man won.
I'm fucking sick of the sight of the Undertaker at this point.
And he's getting a bigger role in a company. That's the bad part about it.
I think having his wife on that podcast is so dumb.
What's that, Alonso? Sorry?
Having his wife on a podcast makes no sense at all.
No. Well, it does in the sense that he wants money for his family, I imagine. Like he's got enough of it himself, but still.
Yeah, I get it, Tom, but
a lot of people are upset because obviously they like the previous version of his show.
Mm-hmm. His brother did a good job. I think Chris is his name.
That sounds right.
Ouch. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Nothing worse than your non-existent foot having a severe cramp.
That's pretty cool.
I'll be very surprised if that doesn't turn out to be the match of the night.
Oh no.
Oh no, I just realised there's 2 matches left.
You got Jap Sister Palooza. Do you like the idea that they'd have a tournament to decide who's facing him in this last match, which is going to be the artist, formerly known as what, Tom? Have you heard?
Yes, I was actually thinking that when I asked the question, Russ. I thought, why didn't they change it to the STF? But they did call it STFU still.
Walter's supposed to be his last opponent. Saturday night's main event, December.
Why have they got asterisks and the NXT champ, including the NXT championship? Go fuck yourself.
This is like the fifth time we've seen him let go of the tape.
Zayda Steel was officially announced she will not be renewing her WWE ID contract. Okay.
Kind of hard to when they got rid of it.
Oh, they're doing a what is it? They're playing a video package of the women's tag. So I imagine that are they getting the show division again? I fucking hate those motherfuckers. Bunch of fucking virgins. Asuka's the fucking best. People are going to think this is opinion is really controversial or stupid or whatever, but I still think she should be undefeated to this day.
Yeah.
She should just win every week because she's Asuka. Biggest mistake I ever made was having her lose to Charlotte Flair.
Now you're going to go to Omos or African Murder King.
They should have Asuka beat the African Murder King. I'd buy it. I'd believe. I'd just go, yeah.
Is called Kabuki Warriors is called Oriental Express.
Sorry, say again.
I said they're not the Kabuki Warriors, they're the Oriental Express.
God damn it, Tony.
You missed Alonzo saying Zap's sister about 6 times to start the show.
Yeah, because
well, because I know you said it about 46 times before Alonzo even said it once.
No, I didn't say it any time. I said it 0 times.
Do excuse me. Just going to go and get a biscuit. I'll be back in a moment. Do excuse me. I just realised I've got to go downstairs, but I realised because my walking sucks, it takes me, it's like a day trip to try and get back down the stairs and back up again. But still, do excuse me.
So what do you think about this so far, Tony?
It's been alright. I mean, for a pay-per-view that really nothing on the line.
It's not bad. I think it's been every bit as advertised.
I mean, how many pay-per-views are you going to get that there are no actual real titles on the line?
Yeah, I just can't stand how there's always interference with, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Yep, they're always showing up. Of course, Jey Uso's always showing up too. I never was that big of a Chick-fil-A fan.
Yeah, same here. I think it's kind of old. I mean, it's kind of like, There's one at my job at Kroger when I worked there, and it was so I could walk there, and I get it all the time, and it just got really disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know why people make this a big deal about them.
Testing.
Tom's back.
Oh, excellent. My earbud fell out on the floor, so I didn't know if it started working or not. So, excellent. I've got biscuits.
Yeah.
With chocolate
That
on
works. So do they think your motor functions can still keep improving, or
Well, yeah,
those unknown things?
I actually have a neurological condition called clonus, where basically my left limb, my arm or leg, will start spasming.
Tom,
My stump will do that sometimes.
is it neurological?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's from a stroke.
Okay. So I have dystonia and my muscle spasm as well. So I understand. It's like a muscle movement disorder, but when I was growing up, it was a neuromuscular disorder, so they changed it.
Oh, look, they went all super oriental again.
Tony, I have a question. So, what do you think of Kairi Sane and Asuka coming back from injury so far? Or at least how do you think they've done since coming back?
I don't think it'll surprise you that I think that Asuka's the best. She's the best. She just is. Unfortunately, I do believe that in the modern opinion of wrestling, not necessarily my opinion, but I do believe the general wrestling fandom will believe that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky as a team are the modern 2025 equivalent of the Mega Powers. They are Hogan and Savage as a team.
Oh, wow.
For women's wrestling.
I think Kairi is really underrated.
Yeah.
She's very good, but
And-
she's obviously not at Asuka's level.
Yeah. Right, Tony?
Yeah, that knee injury really kind of did her in.
Oh, her sure gonna overget Tony. I mean, I'm sure
No,
that
but
they're cautious. She's cautious now than she has been in the past. But I think the one that I think is very underrated and could have been better was Dakota Kai, right?
yeah, but she hurt her knee every 3 months.
Oh, right. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, well, not trying to say, but back to Tom's point about Wesley is that they can't afford to have liabilities all the time. So I think that's probably why she got released as well. Tom and Tony, is that accurate that she did get hurt, so they never really saw the best out of her? Is that right, Tom, Tony?
Yeah. I like how EO's guy gets their names all in caps.
Just the four of them all very good, aren't they? This should be very good.
Tom, what does this mean?
Some fucking girl.
They're talking about her being a senpai.
On Friday night, we're going to be on the path to the Mega Powers Explode.
Okay, Oscar. EO's guy, you've done that emote way too many times.
It's funny though, Tony.
And I've had to think of a word emote way too many times the last few months. I still like Asuka with just with simple makeup, just with fucking mascara down there, straight across her cheek.
I mean, the real big money match in the women's division is obviously going to be Rhea Ripley versus Vaquer. Or eventually Tiffany Stratton versus Ripley. That'd be the match where Tony will flop it out and then go to Sam. Well, is there anything wrong with that? Maybe there is a little bit wrong with that if he does it live on the internet, of course.
Sudden internet problems. Total outage.
She came out like she was fucking Jesus.
Why didn't other Australian that wrestled tonight get that type of ovation?
You mean Bronson Reed?
Yeah.
He's from New Zealand though, so it's not the same. It'd be like having a Scottish person come out in England and then being like white in England teaching it, cheering him. We are hoping he flips it. We hope he flops it out during one night in China. The words of Russ Morgan.
It's weird. I tapped on that Tom, and for some reason it never does it, but it was doing with censorship things. Rusty triggered by YouTube police.
Russ, did you see the Cena match? Russ wants to know, where is Joe Hendry? In fucking
You have to
Nashville.
believe. You have
Or
to
whatever
believe it.
Tina is these days.
It probably is in England trying to get a roar out of the crowd, an English crowd.
Tom, is it you who has the wrestling Christmas jumper? I don't believe I have. Wish I did. It sounds like it's fucking awesome.
You do have a Christmas jumper, but not a wrestling.
I don't even know if I have a Christmas jumper. No, I have a Leeds Christmas jumper. That was it. Not a wrestling one though.
Well, why did I think you had one with the Derricks? I thought you had a jumper.
No, just Derek's.
Have Derricks increased the number?
No, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have all the Derek's this year because they're quite a palaver to actually handle. But hang on. Asuka's being her cocky self. She's the best. She's the fucking best.
She's like, why are you being so mean to me?
She fucking trolls her as well. It's hilarious.
And she gets so upset about it.
They are so fucking fast.
It's because they're on the Oriental Express, Tom.
Yeah.
You know, bullet trains.
Tom, do you think that Asuka wears one pant leg and to hide her knee brace, kind of?
Yes. Absolutely. She's hiding the knee brace, and I believe she's got one on her thigh as well. But you're almost certainly right.
She was highlighting that when she first came back.
The sad thing about this is this sequence has been excellent, but because it's not Rhea Ripley, no one gives a shit.
Can't give this one chop. Can you give up?
Holy shit, that was lovely. Timing on that was very good.
She just died.
Tony, do you prefer, and this is true to Tony, do you prefer Crown Jewel being in Australia or in Saudi Arabia? As a wrestling fan.
I suppose Australia because it's easier to watch, but
I don't know. Look at the poster there, Alonzo. You still got Riyadh season on there, so Saudi Arabia's still all over it, even though it's in.
Is it just a sponsor, or are they dictating stuff?
honestly don't know how it's working.
I think they're dictating out of that $25 million video production they did of moving the belts from Saudi Arabia to Australia.
Did you guys hear that EA Sports is being bought out by a Saudi company and Jared Kushner?
Russell with Australia, as you can see, more skin. What if that skin is Nia Jax?
Fair play, Tom.
Or as my boy Greenwood calls it, Jenny from the block.
Maybe 4 or 5 of those chops that are out to the tits really hurt.
Tom and Tony, do you guys think that you talking about Maxine Dupree earlier? Do you think that Tozawa will get a push anytime soon?
No.
No, it's not going to lead to Maxine Dupree beating Becky Lynch. It just won't. I would book that personally, but because I don't particularly like Becky Lynch, but you know.
At a certain point, Tozawa's got to do something besides being a court jester.
Who's got to do something, sorry?
And Tozawa?
At first I thought you said Cesaro. I was thinking, when did Cesaro return to WWE? But no, I understand. My apologies. Tozawa, yeah, I think he will end up getting released at some point.
Oh man, I see, Tom. You know, I this is what I don't understand. You know, I mean, all he does is just hang out, right? And him just getting beat up by who was it? Oh, it was what's his name? The guy who we all thought was Americano, Grande Americano. Who was it? Yeah, Chad Gable.
Yeah.
And Tozawa, to me, you know, I would want to wrestle. I wouldn't want to be out and about cracking jokes and having a good time and not doing all that bit with chips and all that, right? So I was hoping that he'd get a push somehow, you know, at least being competitive matches. Not being just a jobber.
Okay. Jessica Carr was the referee. Let's give her a... Russ, your girl was the referee.
She just overpowered Rhea Ripley there.
So Jessica Carr had the strength to hold back Rhea Ripley.
No, she's powerful.
And I'm supposed to believe that Becky Lynch is going to beat the shit out of her on Monday.
Oh, for screwing her over for the belt or for that match, Tom?
Yeah, she canned her out with a fast count, allegedly. Not allegedly, it was a fast count. But she went... she hit a count of 6. It went 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was brilliant. I loved it. I imagine that will give her... a very low score on the Russ Morgan scale because she cheated as a ref.
Morgan, it's like when you're playing hide and seek and you're counting numbers and you just start skipping them. That's what she did.
Yeah.
It went 5 to 10 in about 2 seconds. let's make faces at Rhea.
Wonder when they're going to make Asuka the world champion again, because it'd be fantastic. They're not going to make her the world champion again. I like how Asuka's offense now suddenly become a tribute to the Miz. She's just doing the
They could do it. They could you have Asuka saying Kairi all the time. You could have Pa.
Look, I like Pop's Tony a bit, so I do it. Pa, I can't feel my legs. From 2000, I believe it's 2008, $1 Million Mania, when the stage falls on Vince McMahon, and everyone reacts like they basically end the show, but obviously they keep the cameras rolling, and the match basically, the main event stops wrestling because they all run to see if Vince is okay, and Vince is going Pa, and Vince and Triple H is basically standing going, Dad, are you okay? And he's like, Pa, I can't feel my legs.
Tom, were you thinking of that?
The best thing in wrestling.
Tom, were you thinking of that when you couldn't feel your legs?
Oh no!
I'll be lying if I wasn't sitting there thinking, Pa. I was actually a phone Triple H, but I realised I didn't have his phone number, so it won't work. Pa.
You say, hey Google. What's Paul's number?
I'm supposed to believe that Kairi Sane can last 20 seconds in the ring with Rhea Ripley. Incredible. Wrestling, eh?
Tom, was that a P-A-W or P-A-U-L?
Pa. Asuka looks very excited. Of course she is, because she's just got to kick Rhea Ripley in top of the head.
Oof.
It looks like a twisted Japanese Joker. Joker was a Japanese.
Apparently the crowd have chanted, Asuka is a wanker. Asuka is a wanker. And Michael Cole knew what it was this time.
Tom, is Michael Cole being on SmackDown permanent now?
So I say that again, Lonzo.
Is Michael Cole on SmackDown going to be permanent?
I doubt it. I'm not sure, though, in all truth.
I've enjoyed Booker on that.
Me too.
Apparently, Cena's only got 4 appearances left. I believe his last match should actually be against Russ Morgan.
Has Russ told you about the commenter that came here and challenged him? And started asking him about his weight and his arm length and every fucking thing else.
I think you told me it before. When I think I was in the chat when you were doing the Thursday night show, and that's when you mentioned that Russ was being challenged by a commenter on another show. Was he treated like a boxing tower tape?
He was asking fucking Russ everything. Russ was like, what did I do to this guy, and why is this guy all my measurements?
Did he ask for all of Russ's measurements?
No,
there's anything wrong with that. Oh, beautiful. Asuka's doing something weird again, quirky, as I believe people on the internet will say.
I don't think Russ would clarify if he was doing it in a metric or. Imperial system.
Whatever one's bigger.
7 centimeters, not 7 inches.
So Kairi Sane is basically learning what the next spot is, from what I can tell. Oh, that was a lovely moonsault directly in between them, so she didn't actually touch any of them.
Who went flying onto a ramp the other day and didn't touch any of them?
It's probably Javon Evans.
Probably, since he's the only one that can go that far.
Io's going up top. That's what she said.
Well,
Russ Morgan said he had to lie about that measurement.
What was that before or after One Night in China, Russ?
My favourite bit of One Night in China is when you realise that she has a monster clip. I've not actually seen it before. Probably only one of her movies I haven't seen. Rhea Ripley's about to fold up Kairi Sane. That's barely PG.
Nope.
Come on now, do the part where you spit the mist in her face.
I thought you had to have a hold of a tag rope to do a tag.
I don't think that Jessica Khan knows the rules nor cares about the rules. Jessica Khan's probably thinking during this match, she's thinking, I wish Becky Lynch was here so I could fast can her again.
He just likes her as much as Tom does. Or maybe as much as Alonzo does, since he has more disdain for her.
Tom, what is rumor with Sandy, Mother from Battlefields, leaving the WWE? Is that accurate? Her leaving?
She ain't leaving. She will never leave. I say it
What
like
a fine example of missile dropkick.
Is that a missile dropkick or missile dropkick?
Yep.
The reason I asked Tom seems like I guess, is she still feuding with Valkyria?
Well, I think she will be, but obviously at the moment she's basically forcing her to be her mate.
She's back to her manic side.
Polar though, isn't she? Like, basically, she's happy one second and then very sad the next. It's like, yeah, we've all been there.
But I'll tell you, I do miss her Billy Buddies, though.
They're never coming back, sadly. I'd be very happy if they was.
Wacky inflatable tube man.
I love the inflatable tube men. They're fantastic. My favourite bit about it was when she went mad and then fucking come all up with a watch quite knife.
Did she really talk?
That's when she turned heel. The first time she turned heel, of course.
Oh.
Oof.
Jesus Christ, she's flounder. What point is Io Sky going to turn on Rhea Ripley?
Realistic.
That is game.
And you hear a ding 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 on her 3 separate times.
Yeah.
All about a second and a half apart. Gee, I can't imagine that being the result of this.
She actually did really well on that riptide to put her straight in position for the moonsault. That's the kind of shit they teach you in training. In the performance center, sorry.
Stretched it out 2.5 hours where you know there'd be a 15-minute break before the last match.
Yeah.
This is about as long as Gilligan's 3-hour tour.
On Monday, we're getting the Intercontinental Championship. Dirty Dom versus Pentagon Jr. Sorry, I meant to say Penta.
I will not be doing a 7 a.m. on a Monday live watch along of Raw.
I'm not surprised. I'll be at work, so I won't be watching it either.
I like how that's a stock photo of Lyra.
I like how the stock photo of Bailey has basically had Bailey going mad on Twitter because she knows it makes her look awful. They've brought it back again.
Oh, they're politicking, isn't it?
Absolute fucking losers.
I wouldn't trust that guy, that blonde-headed guy in the Kairi location. Looks like somebody that would heist it. Replace it with a duplicate.
Now watching a video package for Rollins and Cody.
That's what we're getting instead of commercials.
I'm very unhappy that this match is going last, mainly more because I'm sick of watching them fight. It's very good every time, but they need to fuck off. They're going to try and build this rivalry between them into like it's the modern day Rock and Austin. It's not even fucking close. It's the Cena and Orton of our day. I suspect that WrestleMania is going to have Roman Reigns versus Rollins. So what would that leave CM Punk doing? Because they're not going to do a three-way again for the second year in a row, are they?
Oh no, they went back to Vegas for some reason. Like we saw Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade 7 times.
That was really fucking good, to be fair.
Yeah. How much longer will he be with the Miz?
Didn't he leave the Miz? The Miz turn on him last week? Because Carmelo tried to take the open challenge, but Miz interrupted it by doing the skull crushing finale on him, if I remember rightly.
Be
and then
right back. Sorry.
took the spot.
I didn't watch it, so.
Well, yeah, so basically that is what happened.
Be right back,
I'm
guys.
about to go to. Okay. I'm about to go to illegal memes to watch SmackDown for now. Cheapest route.
Oh, what, you don't have the access to USA Network?
No, my cousin canceled his Sling TV. So.
Well, I mean, you really ain't missing much, though. That's easy to say that. But, who's debuting?
It's weird how they put people like Alexa Bliss in this Call of Duty mobile game. And The Undertaker.
Bit early for pizza, Alonso, says Russ Morgan.
I'm gonna try something here.
Russ Morgan has said, your cousin is just a dick, isn't he, Tony?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, that makes Russ more transparent.
I'm trying to look at what happened. I mean, I watched yesterday's SmackDown, but I know there was a talk backstage interview with Mello, so I can't remember the content of it. So obviously it wasn't very good. But
what do you think of this time where we don't have any borders or colors in this tape place?
What you mean on the screen?
Yeah, instead of having like this.
It's up to you. What do you prefer?
Oh, I kind of like this. I like this, like I said in the comments, because Russ is covering the
Yeah, that was
all the Lonzo.
Yeah, Ross makes a good point there, because basically you were telling us that your cousin had said he'd give you a ticket to WrestleMania. I'm guessing you didn't, or you'd have been telling us about how WrestleMania was.
Yep, they're not good to go. And he's not going this year. He went last year.
Well, he went to WrestleMania, but he didn't get you a ticket.
Nope.
But the cousin, he saw WrestleMania and didn't take you along.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't your fault, Tony. I'm just confirming what I'm suspecting happened.
Yeah. Correct assumption.
Not very nice. Obviously, I get that the prices and stuff is very expensive, but at the same time, don't make the promise to someone. Right, so The Miz was interviewed backstage about his betrayal of Carmelo Hayes on last week's SmackDown, as he called himself the Spotlight, and that Hayes blew it in his eyes, and that his former partner, Melo Miz, ultimately missed. That last bit I did remember him saying. He was like, Melo missed. So I suspect we're going to get Melo beating The Miz multiple times until they get bored of doing that.
So we get new creative.
So it's Selena Vega along with Aleister Black now.
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen yesterday's SmackDown, Tony?
No.
Oh, my apologies. Russ Morgan's latest comment is, Your question for Tony. Your cousin isn't a friend of Sting, is he, Tony?
Not that I know.
Is your cousin sort of person that if he tagged Ric Flair into the match, he'd immediately get punched in the face?
Well, he did spill a beer on Ric Flair and almost got his ass kicked by Arn Anderson.
So what you're telling me is that the most charitable man on earth, they are married, Russ. So that's very good. Not to condescend you. That was unintentional on my part. But yeah, they are.
He bought them each a beer, and he was so nervous he dumped both of them on Flair.
He was so nervous about being around Ric Flair that he spilled a beer on Ric Flair.
Yes,
Incredible.
two beers.
Both
Because he bought one for Arn and one for Rick. They both went on Rick. And Arn wasn't happy. I don't know if that 2 beers went on Flair or he missed a beer because it's still on Flair.
Apparently on a kickoff show, Grayson Waller showed up to the panel and put over Rhea Ripley, Bronson Reed and New Day, knowing that Big E was sat right there. And then he drank a beer out of his shoe. Apparently that's a thing in Oz. You drink beer out of a shoe. I believe they call it a shoey.
I guess he's done with leather and he's back to his crazy outfit.
1 beer, fine. 2 beers, not an accident. That's personal against Arn Anderson, some would say.
And that's been over 25 years ago, and Arn Anderson still hasn't aged a day since then. Still looks like he's 75. Like he did when he was 25.
Do you know at the Mae Young Classic, the second year that Rhea Ripley was in it, she wrestled Io Sky. So they both got hired.
So that's why Tom introduced to Io Sky.
Like how he actually looks like he's a maestro. That crazy ass outfit. Now he's serious. He took off his sunglasses. Well, what do you think Jeff Jarrett thinks of Seth Rollins' outfit? Is he jealous?
Jeff Jarrett would find a
jealous.
way to beat you on TNA, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he's fucking dressed as a pterodactyl or something. I thought we were done with those 3D overlays. I'll be back in 1 second. I need to grab my charger before my iPad dies.
You might be noticed, but Cody Rhodes is getting quite a loud reaction.
Imagine that from the Aussies. Bright as fuck outside.
Roman Reigns apparently shouted, "The world thinks I can't do shit on my own. I told you I'm going to do this on my own." Obviously in reference to the fact that all the help he always got from Bloodline. And that's because his biggest critic was Ross Morgan. If I see a Samoan in a hoodie, I would have fucking nightmares over it. The amount of times I saw turned up in a fucking hoodie.
What if it was a Tommen?
That's how Triple H sat there and went, yeah, I like the idea. It's slightly fresh enough to work.
We get Tama-Tonga. Tama-Tonga should be your new name, Tom.
Tama-Tonga. Quick question. Cody Rhodes pinned Roman Reigns. Who was the last person to pin Roman Reigns before Cody Rhodes?
Seth Rollins?
It's not Seth Rollins, no. It's a good guess, though. I'll give you a clue. It happened in 2019.
Drew McIntyre.
It is not Drew McIntyre. I'll give you another clue. He doesn't work for the company anymore.
Is he from India?
He is not Jinder Mahal.
Not Bobby, is it?
It is not. It does begin with a B, though.
Brock Lesnar?
No. It is not Brock Lesnar. I'll give you another clue. It rhymes with Aaron.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Yep, correct. It's Baron Corbin pinned Roman Reigns on SmackDown in 2019. That is how unoften he gets pinned.
And how lazy they got at storytelling.
So the main event, with 9 minutes of the show left, or to put it in more accurate terms, potentially 1 hour and 9 minutes of the show left.
I don't know how long can those zebra tights hold up?
I'm terrified. I've got a feeling. I've got a fear that this match is going for an hour.
Did Seth Rollins think that zebras were from Australia and not from Africa? Just showed up in a giant kangaroo outfit. That's one way to get your Aussie fans behind you. Come on, as a giant koala. Dogs behind me doing gymnastics. How much money does that fucking Macho Man guy have?
How much does who have?
The fucking guy that shows up in the Macho Man at every premium live event.
I can't. I assume it's a different guy in a different Macho Man costume every time. I've no idea though.
He looks the same to me because you actually see his like facial hair.
He could be the same guy. I'm just imagining that we'll just pretend he's a porn star. That's how he's got all the money. He does his scenes dressed as Macho Man.
That's fans only account.
So they're bringing the War Games to Survivor Series as part of the advert. It's back. Sorry, Tony. I'll do the thing. War Games.
War Games, brother.
I don't think Regal gave us his best War Games this year. I was a little disappointed.
Well, here's it in English accent, right, Tony?
Yeah, but he usually does it with like the intensity of, lots of intensity. Come on now. You know he's not going to hit you. Pretty funny if he actually did, though.
You know, they should actually create a new match, not the War Games. They should just call it the Russ Morgan Games.
He'd have to have his opponent be the guy that was getting all his measurements.
But obviously, Russ Morgan would walk in before the game and go, Russ Morgan Games. No, doesn't make sense.
Fucking Rollins is always taking out with brain bottles.
We haven't seen Logan Paul for a while.
That's what I was about to say. Or we have to go without him until Survivor Series. I have to wait all the way to a Rumble. Rumble build up.
Has he just not been on TV?
I can't remember the last time he was on TV, to be fair.
Was it in SummerSlam?
Did he wrestle?
John
Did he
Cena, right?
wrestle AJ Styles at WrestleMania? Oh, what? I'm looking this up.
It's John Cena.
I thought John Cena, right?
You're right, it was John Cena, yeah.
That sucked watching from a hospital because I wanted to do live or watch along.
But you notice how Logan Paul's not in any of the advertisements for their tour of Japan. Because you tend to not be on the tour of Japan if you're banned from Japan.
Why don't they make the super shows available for us to watch?
Because then I'd watch it. And I'd rather not watch it because it doesn't mean anything. Nothing of any real consequence is actually going to happen. It's like televising this. We don't really need to see this.
That's kind of what I was telling Alonzo. I was like, it's okay or kind of good for not having any real title on the line.
Yes.
It's all about ego.
Wrestling titles, the Crown Jewel Championship literally means nothing. They're not going to come out on Raw wearing it, are they? Maybe at most they'll come out on Raw wearing it this week, but next week.
Well, they're still going to be at this arena on Monday. So.
Yeah. So what was that, Alonzo? Go on, mate.
Do they keep the belts, or they just give them back to Saudi Arabia?
You see Vaquer, Alonzo, in the $20 million video we've seen. I wonder if we'll get to see a return trip, Tom.
They put out a video of it travelling for Saudi, didn't
they? Yeah.
I mean, I've not watched it because, it's not that interesting.
Oh, it's like 2 minutes, and like it looks like Mission Impossible, like promo that like the original trailer coming out. It's like they actually spent $15-20 million on doing the belts coming.
Makes sense.
Because first they show up in these like black Suburbans or Range Rovers, whatever the fuck they were, and then they go to WWE experience, and it's permanent there that the belts are on display all the time. So they put the belts in the case. You see them go back into the Suburbans or Range Rovers, whatever the fuck they were. Then you see the plane coming across. And they see the belt to leave on the plane to It's meaningless belt porn, Tom. It's somersault. Yay!
War Games. War Games.
How much would you pay for those boots, Tom? With the rest of the outfit, I didn't realize how fucking ridiculous his boots are. It's like steampunk mixed with Judge Dredd. Some weird black boots. Black and gold boots. Probably an homage to Cody's dad because he wore the trunks when he faced him before. You remember? You remember the polka dot?
I think they have.
Shirt?
But Ross, is that your way of saying the match is boring? Because I'm not even watching it, so it is boring, I imagine. But admittedly, I'm a bad audience because I've openly admitted at the start I didn't want to particularly watch the match.
Yeah, none of us cared.
Because I know this isn't the last time they're going to wrestle. They'll probably be wrestling again at Survivor Series or something like that.
One of them has to lose a belt for that to happen, though. Let's see, can come up with another meaningless match.
Seth Rollins hurt his knee again. Give me 1 second.
He did actually hurt his knee. It was like, but it wasn't until that morning, right, Tom? They decided to.
Decided what, Tony?
To have Rollins win the belt. Wasn't that a last day decision or night before?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, I think they called it like that morning. Because he said he really didn't want a touchdown in Ohio, which is a big deal because Iowa's next to Ohio. It looks like he tried to do a little bit of his dad's move there. Fisticuffs. Second time he's doing that tonight. Speaking of Cody's dad. The Call of Duty mobile.
Hey, Tom. How did
Sorry, Lonzo.
How did Nikita cut off tag with Dusty Rhodes?
That would have been in the NWA, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
In the 80s, I suspect.
But do you remember why?
No. I have no idea.
Okay.
I imagine because the Cold War was kind of ending, I suspect, and they want to turn all Russians into good guys.
Oh yeah, but also wasn't he also feuding with the Four Horsemen?
Possibly.
And they probably took that Ivan Koloff
Mm-hmm.
or Ivan.
The Canadian. Which one of the Soviets was from Canada, Tom?
What's that about Canada? Sorry.
I said, which one of the Soviets was actually a Canadian? He's in the fucking WWE Hall of Fame.
Kozlov?
I thought you were saying Vladimir Kozlov was going to be in a WWE Hall of Fame. I was nearly going to throw up in my mouth. But no idea.
I like it when he copies that, even though we've seen it in every match they have.
WWE Elimination Chamber is currently scheduled to take place in Chicago. So obviously, Sami Zayn will win the Rumble. Punk will win the Elimination Chamber in Chicago. Money.
It's weird how late they wait to pick a city on these fall ones. Fall going in the winter. It's like you're a month out and you're not decided. Or 2 months, 3 months out. Sorry.
Fucking internet is wild.
I love the stomps. See what ahead.
Did you know that TNA's ring announcer used to be NXT's ring announcer? Mackenzie Mitchell, who is married to Vic Joseph, who commentates on NXT.
Why does that feel like a Russ Morgan?
She is absolutely a solid citizen.
Grabbed his watch. Attack Cody with the watch. Or maybe
I'll
not.
bring her up
You
because
can't
she's bringing out a book called it's called Threads of Triumph, Professional Wrestling's Most Iconic Looks. And someone wrote in the comments underneath, can't wait to read chapter 5, 2003 to 2025, the best of the generic black trunks. Because obviously, since the Attitude Era, people generally only wear black trunks. But anyway.
And Seth pinned Cody already. So Tom can go on with his day and I can go to bed.
I'll be getting to dinner. I fancy some fried chicken.
Nice. Tom, it was funny because yesterday when I was at work, I had listened to you guys' show, you and Sam, and my coworker Darius was right there, so I told him to subscribe.
He did subscribe. That was really cool. Thank you for that, Alonso.
You're welcome.
Russ Morgan's got a comment which is about wrestling fashion, which is obviously close to my own heart. The Nexus should have worn gold trunks. I'm going to go on top of that, and I suggest you should go a bit further and say you should wear gold cloaks. There's not enough capes in wrestling. You enjoyed the show, Alonso? Sorry, it was rude of me to cut you off there.
I was at work, so I unfortunately couldn't watch a lot of it. I didn't watch a lot of it.
I know what you mean.
But I just wanted to say hello. I think having Sam around is pretty funny. The times that I've been able to watch his perspective.
Yeah. The show's not really about me at all. I'm the least important part of it because it's his opinions on stuff he's never seen.
Tom, how's Stefan doing?
I've not heard from him, so I don't know, unfortunately.
No, same here. Oh, we haven't either. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, of course.
Ray does one show every 3.5 weeks at this point.
Is Ray okay?
Well, I'm not sure now. I know he was doing the same thing at the end of last year, and that's because he thought Arsenal would win a trophy, and he's disappointed, and he just didn't feel like doing anything after they're out of the league race. He could get 2 fucks.
I don't think the reason why, Tony. I mean, we come in second in the past 2 years prior to that, so again,
he said it on the show.
I don't remember him saying that, but whatever. You know, Ray has a life too.
Question.
I think Ray has a life outside of podcasting.
Yeah.
So maybe he just isn't up for it.
Russ Morgan has chimed in with Stefan might be engrossed in his erotic writings.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
It does.
Sorry, Tony, but you know, we never know what's going on.
Is this match still going?
Yeah.
Stefan has moved on from wigs. Remember when he just always had to bring up a toupee?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this much, Russ. I think Stan, as I know, brought Lawrence in, and Ray kept him on more than he should have, not knowing how Lawrence was. there's some people who I think come on podcasts that act like their opinion matters more so than not. Is that correct, Tony?
Yeah.
I think, and you know, I don't know anything about any situation really, but I get the feeling that Ray will try to have a level-headed podcast. But then when he had someone, from what I remember, Lawrence would come on and basically go like, "Wine Arsenal winning every week," kind of thing. It then sort of upsets the balance of what's going on with everyone else's opinions. I don't know.
Because we have mixed opinions of different levels, but his is just total negative. And
But like I say, I'm not necessarily right. It's just what I saw. But that's it. If you was a mugger and you was actually go out and mug people, the best place to go would be to stand around outside the WWE show because you know everyone that's in there's got money because they can afford to buy a ticket, they can afford to be mugged.
the only bad thing to them is they probably only have credit cards or just cards downloaded to their phone.
One that's got cash, but still.
Look for big balls.
Fucking hell, Russ Morgan's not on the fence. I like how he says, if you are watching, like Lawrence is fucking watching us watch wrestling.
That would be super level trolling. Tom, I've been sitting there.
More chance of getting Lawrence, getting more chance of getting Russ Morgan to shit in his hands and clap.
With 20 minutes this match has been going on, Tom, I've been pondering the entire time, do they airbrush the bleach on the Rollins hair? Because it always looks like the same amount.
Yeah, it's very generous of you, Tony, to say 20 minutes because I have this match clocked in at we're at the 35-minute mark. I'm sure it started at 1:45. No, tell a lie. I remember making the 9-minute joke. It started at 51 minutes past the hour. So this match has been going for about 29 minutes. And I'm afraid we're not even close to done.
I think we're like midway through the third act.
It's his wife in Australia. Guess we're going to find out.
Well, why is the ref grabbing his heart like he's having a heart attack? Or he's doing Pledge of Allegiance and coffee in one of the two.
Yeah. Are we starting the WrestleMania build for Lawrence versus Russ Morgan? Fucking hell, it's over.
That was crap.
Was the clock in at 32 minutes, Tom?
I don't even really know what to say about all that.
I mean, it's good wrestling, but it's both so perfected. It's just wow. Because it's actually a good wrestling match, but it was boring as fuck.
In the words of Russ Morgan, what was that?
I'm waiting for Russ to tell us why Russ grabbing his heart.
There must have been a ref bump or something that we just wasn't paying attention to. But yeah, so it was only ever going to be Rollins, obviously, because they did the storyline that he had to win, or Heyman would disown him.
Yeah. What's with Russ?
Yeah, Morgan got me. I love the fact that 60 seconds after Tom said this is nowhere near finishing, it finished. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, clearly.
I love how I love how Russ is trolling you, Tom, even though Russ loves you in the death.
He's well within his rights too, because I said something that immediately bit me on the arse. And guess who's come out to give him his belt?
Paul.
It begins with P and rhymes with Hall. That's right, it's Paul. Paul. Paul, I can't feel my legs. He's like, give me my ring, Paul. Give me my ring, Paul. Paul.
You're not gonna. Tom, do you think this ring stuff is over the edge?
I know what they're going for. They're trying to make it like a Super Bowl ring type of thing, but the problem is no one ever cares about it. You can do it once a year.
I wonder how much do you think they're getting per year to just sponsor Rhea season?
Well, to put it more accurately, they got 50 million for WrestleMania allegedly, so it's any number up to 350 million. That isn't 350. I suspect they're getting about slightly more than $28.
But isn't it crazy, Tom? You spit out with 350 million. Then last year, Vegas paid them 5 million. So there's 345 million reasons to go to Saudi.
So in future, if I think a match needs to end, I'll need to just say it's nowhere near finished and it'll end.
Maybe. I have to try it a few times.
Who's going to win the Crown Jewel Championship next year? That's going to keep me up at night, wondering.
Come to France, man.
So is that to be sandwiched between the Royal Rumble there? Probably another Crown Jewel in WrestleMania?
I'm not sure if they'll do another Crown Jewel in between. But honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I prefer not knowing what's going on in all truth, in terms of wrestling. New wrestling.
Tom had, I think, a long time out of current wrestling. except for NXT and TNA.
I mean, I've not bought a TNA pay-per-view ever, and that's not changing. But, you know, the internet exists, and that's how I can find out and watch clips or whatever. But,
Or they could be like AEW and fucking post so many videos, like 20-second clips you can put together an entire match.
if anyone didn't know, that is the AJ Styles outfit from today in TNA. So, that's why he wore it. Have a good day, Russ. Thank you for sitting in with us and our nonsense.
Take care, pal.
My TV has went to its 3-hour warning that I haven't touched the volume since I went to go to sleep.
Oh, so it's over.
Yep. Now she gets to almost show her tits off for the next hour.
So, are they actually doing the thing still on your app?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, that being said, I think I'm going to go and get some dinner. I thank you for your time, gentlemen. I've enjoyed the chat.
Yeah, good to see you, Tom. As always.
Yep. Thanks
Have a
for.
good night, guys. Sorry, what's that, Tony?
I said thanks for Russ and his comments. You could tell he was hitting the liquor. He was spirited tonight. Spirited little fella. Say good night, Tom.
Good night, Tom.